It was like, oh, I can do this. This is easy. You know, I'm a real musician. This is nothing. And it was fun and it was easy. But people that have known me and my music are like, why would you want to go pop? Like, that's for people that can't do anything else. That's for people that have 80 people behind the scenes.
Making them.
Yeah, those are corporations. Those are not, that's not who you're really seeing. You, Grant, have this. Why are you doing that? And it's like, okay, you know, maybe that got tired for me. And I wanted to see myself this way. But they're like, well, you know, you got to stay true.
So you're sticking to your roots.
It was good to hear. It was a double-edged sword. You put all this money and time into producing something that you think people want to hear. And then they're just like, wait, why are you doing pop music? You know, like.
Yeah, because there is so much out there, right?
Yeah.
And, you know, so much has changed and the industry's changed so much. So you're actually bringing something back that's...
It was a relief to hear. Honestly, it was a...
Was it?
Yeah, it was a relief to hear.
Why?
Well, because it's like... Pop for me was something that was exciting for me. It was something new for me. It was an adventure for me. It was a challenge for me. But it completely did leave out my audience. It was a very selfish type of endeavor. And artists oftentimes do this and need to do it. And I did it. You know, I got with an awesome producer and we've made some great music. And the songs that we're actually going to be putting on this album are the old songs. Yeah, like they're the old songs.
So you had just...
Yeah, I shot him some of my acoustic stuff from the apartment days. This guy is incredible. He's working with Roberta Flack, U2, Pink Floyd, young fella. And I shot him some garbage tracks and he shot me some gold. Flew him down, we worked together and yeah, we've got some good stuff.
All right, so it may be something you explore in the future, but now knowing who you really are and what your true sound is and what your true expression is.
Right.
Yeah. But you sometimes have to step out of the box to see that.
Yeah, I definitely need what we did because I don't want my audience to think that that's not me. And the whole point of me being me is saying, these are my influences. This is the music I would want to listen to. And that's why the stuff is going on the album. This album's gonna be like the radio. It's gonna be something you can put on. It's gonna be like oldies, great, classic, hip, acoustic, pop.
You can listen to it over and over and over again.
And so I am not trying to satisfy a genre. This is what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's being true.
Yeah. And
it's really great. Now I know that I'm speaking of satisfying, you know, a genre and not doing that. Something that just came. You know, I'll just share this. You know, you and I met not like last year, 2 years ago.
Yeah, the iPod song.
Yeah. So, and it was really amazing to me how, after a conversation with you, all of a sudden you go, you know what? And you just wrote a song, started playing, and you came up with a jingle just like that.
Yeah. Where's my check? Apple, get at your boy.
But it was great. You recorded it.
Yeah, it is. I love it. It's a cool song. It's on my iPod.
And it's called?
iPod.
It's called the iPod, yeah.
Yeah, it's the iPod song. I should probably
put
it out there a little bit.
Play it.
No, we'll leak it out.
Yeah. Not right now. But no, but I just, you know, just being inspired by that just true genius coming through you. I saw it in that song. I've heard it, you know, I asked you to play something that your original music.
Right. And
you reluctantly did, but I can see why other people hear your heart from your early stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, the industry is an industry. And it can get a hold of you. And if you're accessible, if you don't have the buffers of a lot of money or management, and you stay out there on the road like I have done, performing and being accessible and being open, then your fans can get under your skin to whereby what made them get into you, they've messed with it. Where you have so many opinions, so many desires, so many opinions floating around in your head of what people like and want to hear, that you go in a direction that takes you off of you. And then you are like in a ping pong table of, oh, well, okay, I'm going to do this, and this album's going to have this flair. And then you're just like, no one's happy.
Yeah. Hang on 2 seconds. Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, so no one's happy. And really, now who are you playing for?
Right.
Is it for you?
Right.
Because you got too much stuff going on up in your head, right?
Definitely.
Because when it's nothing true really can stream when you're worried about someone else's opinion.
It's got to come from the artist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now maybe through this journey, you just kind of putting it aside, and maybe putting it aside has helped you connect with the people you're going to be.
Yeah, I'm back home.
Yeah, building this.
And they called me back home by saying, hey man, we heard the new stuff you shot us. This stuff, however, this is it.
This is a true deal.
This is it.
Well, and I, a lot of times people, they kind of, I think one of the things that human beings want to know, right? We're always curious. We're always looking for, well, what do I want, and who am I? And those are two different areas, but like, for you've mentioned your family, leaving a legacy. It's very important to you.
Right.
What I'm hearing is that being true to yourself is also important. Is that am I correct?
Definitely.
Okay.
Definitely. Who was Daddy? Because Daddy's not going to be here all the time.
Right.
And there's songs I don't sing, great songs that I've written, favorites that I just won't sing anymore. I'll sell them, and I've had offers for them. But being a father, it's made me personally and professionally a lot more responsible.
Really?
Oh yeah, my little boys repeat everything I say. And there's things I've experienced, lessons that I've learned that I want them to take from my wisdom and not from their experience. And I'm able to guide them by being cool. I'm going to stay cool, I'm going to stay relevant. And they're always going to like Dad. They're always going to be around Dad, And so in keeping true to the fact that I'm going to have 16-year-olds one day that
are going to look back and go,
yeah, I can't sit here and say A, B, and C when Dad is F, G, and H. It's got to be consistent.
Wow. So that actually must be a daily contributing factor to who you are, how you show up in the world, keeping you focused on your commitments.
Right.
And yeah, I mean, I guess if you put it into perspective, it's really not your fans. I mean, you of course want to make a difference for people. It's who I get you are.
Right.
But really, can you be proud of who you are with your sons?